All right, that worked. Thankfully, that was plan D. Hi, how are you? Happy Wednesday. Again, that light, right? Okay. So I didn't post a poll this week, and I did re-record last week. Again, I apologize about the audio issues and the internet connection interruption and the phone calls. Actually, hang on a second. I'll put this on Do Not Disturb. Recommend you do the same. And sorry about the shaking. Okay. All right. All right. I didn't put up a poll because somebody had kept voting on thinking before speaking, and I didn't want to pit it up against something else. I just wanted to take care of that need for that person. And also, it's something we all need sometimes, right? I'm sure we all have had that experience of verbal diarrhea, which can happen under the influence more than not. But even with a clear head, or even just not having had your coffee or something like that, or just under high stress, sometimes things come out of our mouths that don't serve us and don't serve the other person. So this mini hypnotherapy session is going to be based on a book that I read 4 years ago called Change Your Words, Change Your World. And it was eye-opening for me. And I'm not going to try to make it so that you're so much more conscious of what you're saying. I'm going to give you suggestions that enable you to come from a place of non-judgment and compassion, love, understanding, brotherhood, sisterhood. So just to stop and think again before you speak, and instead of being so careful about words, because let's face it, I mean, we have these practice conversations when we have to talk about difficult things, and if we're still coming from a place of judgment, it doesn't matter what words you use, that it gets felt. Words have vibrations. I love that experiment that they did in a school with the 2 plants, where they had the kids come in and they bullied one plant, but they praised another plant, and you can see a marked difference in the growth and development of each plant. So rather than have you think, how do I tell this person that I'm judging them? That's not a conscious thought, right? Or how do I tell this person that they're making a mistake? Or how do I tell this person that there's room for improvement? It's really just going to be about, how do I use words that are in the highest good, that have the best possible outcome for everybody involved in the communication. Okay, so to do that, we're going to talk about, the suggestions are going to be focused on stopping, thinking, but also connecting with your heart to the other person, and projecting love and compassion and understanding. Because that ultimately is what brings about the best outcomes in communication, right? Hopefully you agree with that. Let me move this down here. If you haven't read that book, by the way, it was transformative. It was transformative. I had a couple of very challenging, difficult conversations, and it was the kind of conversation where you're not necessarily going to get what you want, right? Because what you wanted was for something not to have happened in the first place, but what you got was the best possible thing that could have happened from that. So I can tell that story on a different day if you'd like. All right, so we're going to close our eyes, and we're going to look up, kind of like you're connecting to a higher power. Kind of like if you send your energy and your thoughts upward, looking at some stars maybe, but you're keeping your head straight. Your head is straight, your eyes are up. You're feeling them flutter as if you are in REM sleep. It's perfectly normal. As you feel the flutter, with each single flutter, a wave of relaxation goes up through your scalp, down the back of your head, down your neck and your shoulders, just like instantaneous waves of relaxation with every single flutter, flowing all the way down your body, down your back, down your front, back of your legs, front of your legs, back of your feet, front of your feet, all the way down to your toes. Every single time your eyes flutter, a wave of relaxation sends you deeper and deeper into relaxation. Feeling so relaxed now, deeper and deeper with every single flutter. Now you may be so relaxed now that your eyes start to relax and drop, and that's perfectly normal and okay. It feels completely safe now to feel so nice and relaxed. Now it's as if you're looking over a balcony, and what you can see is that you're at the top of some stairs, looking down into a valley of tranquility. You're looking forward to being in such peace, such deep relaxation. So we're going to go deeper and deeper now, starting at the top stair. You can feel it under your feet. 10, 9, going deeper and deeper into wonderful, blissful relaxation. 8, 7, so deep now. 6, 5, deeper and deeper. 4, 3, feeling so wonderfully relaxed now. 2, going deeper. 1, and now if you're ready to make this change, step down. 0. Wonderful. Now you're in such a state of deep relaxation and hypnosis, and we're going to make suggestions to your subconscious that are going to be stored and automatic, so that now you will speak with words of love and compassion. So before you speak, before you have a conversation, you're going to stop and you're going to breathe, and you're going to feel the breath connecting you with your heart to that other person's heart. And before the words come out, you're going to bathe them with your love and compassion and sense of connection to every single living person and thing on the planet. And intuitively and instinctively, you are going to say the words that have the greatest impact for a best possible outcome of communication for that person and for you. Instinctively and intuitively, in a state of connection and love and compassion, you are going to say words that resonate with that person's heart. They're going to pierce through any sense of defensiveness or judgment. Just what will be received on the other end is going to be your pure love and compassion and concern for their well-being, their optimal well-being. And as a result, you're going to get the optimal well-being and receive from that communication as well. So imagine like your communication is like a mirror, and when you speak, the other person reflects those words of love back to you. So even as you speak words of love to other people, you're going to also be speaking words of love back to yourself. It's going to release a lot of the judgments that you have around yourself and around other people. And therefore, your communications are going to have tremendous impact. They're going to be transformative. You are going to be able to have deeply transformative conversations with people from a heart-to-heart place. So every time that you have to say something to somebody and you know that there's a possibility that it may not be received well, you're going to stop. You're going to hold the words in your mouth. And not even as much thinking, but feeling. Just feeling connection with that person. Feeling that as much as you might have judged that person still most likely judges themselves harsher than anybody else could possibly judge them. And you'll know that the words that you're about to say could really make a difference for that person. And so you're going to make sure that before they come out of your mouth, you're going to stop and bathe them with your love and deep sense of compassion and connection to that person. And now I'm going to count from 5 to 1, and with each number, you're going to come 20% back into the room. 5, starting to be more aware of the sounds around you now. 4, starting to become aware of your body. 3, feeling the sensations come back to your feet and your hands. 2, giving yourself a nice big stretch Deep breath, maybe even a yawn. 1, eyes open, wide awake. You're back. You did great. How do you feel? That may not have what you have intended to come for this. Maybe you did think that there'd be a way that you might be able to deliver some harsh feedback in a much better way using just different words. But it's been my experience, and it's been enlightening for me to learn that the keys to communication are really not to word it just so, but to really come from an energy that's pure and really in the person's highest good for that intention. So share this, like it, give me feedback. I'm getting less feedback, but I'm also doing less sharing. Last week I had those audio issues, and I had some other technical issues in terms of storage that made it delayed for me to share this. But if you're watching, if you watch later, if you watch the recording, if you watch it on YouTube, send me a little comment. It could be a criticism, I can take it. If there's a way that I can enhance this experience for you. Again, it's not going to be ultimately optimally effective because I don't know you, or I do know you, but I don't know necessarily a lot of the context that would enable me to make this more powerfully effective for you. So if you just enjoyed the experience, if you found any kind of improvement or value from it, and you want more, feel free to book me. If you're watching on YouTube, my page is facebook.com/Huller Hypnotherapy, or Hypnotherapy with Karen Huller. And I look forward to spending more time with you. As long as the feedback keeps coming, I'll keep doing these. So I hope to hear from you. Thanks.